Just imagine you are changing some Rust code. You rename a struct, let's say user record, which becomes user profile. One change only. Simple enough. But now look at what just broke on your screen. There is a function signature referencing the old name and imp block referencing the old name. A variable type annotation referencing the old name too. Three places, all stale, all yours to fix. Your autocomplete, it is suggesting the next token on the line you are currently typing. It has no idea what you just did 2 seconds ago. This is the problem this new model Zeta-2 is trying to solve. It's not looking at your current line in isolation, it's reading your recent edit history, what you just changed, where your cursor is, what's around it, and it's predicting the next region of code that needs to be rewritten. Not the next token, the next edit. So instead of you hunting down those three stale references one by one, this Zeta-2 model surfaces them in line. In sequence, as you move through the file, it saw you rename the struct, it knows what needs updating next. That's the difference, and that is what we are going to install locally on our Ubuntu system. We have one GPU card, NVIDIA RTX 6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. This is an 8 GB VRAM model, 8 billion parameter model. So I guess this GPU should be more than enough. Let me create a virtual environment. And if you're looking to rent a GPU, you can find the link to Mass Compute with a discount coupon code of 50% for range of GPUs in video's description. And now let's install all the prerequisites, which are just simply torch and transformers, and then we are launching our Jupyter notebook. Now while it launches, let's talk a bit more around this model. As I said, it's a 8 billion parameter causal language model fine-tuned from ByteDance seed coder 8 billion base, which we already have covered on the channel if you are interested, which is also itself a code specialized model trained on a large corpus of source code. But this fine-tune is task specific. This Z trained it exclusively on code edit prediction rather than general code generation or instruction following. The prompt format is also quite interesting. It is SPM. I think they also have it somewhere. So this is a prompt input. Let me open it in another window, which I will also be using shortly. So you see it is an SPM format, which means suffix, prefix, middle, which means the model sees what comes after the editable region, what comes before it, and then the edit history as a git diff, then fills in the middle. The editable region is marked with git merge style conflict markers, so the model knows exactly what it's replacing. Output is then rewritten content for that region terminated with the updated marker. Now you might be wondering what exactly could be the use case of such model. I think the canonical use case is inside the Z editor or any other code editor where it powers native next edit suggestion feature. If you are a developer, I think you could imagine that the model is running in the background watching your edit history, and when it predicts a follow-up edit which is needed, it surfaces it inline before even you have moved your cursor there. That is the beauty. It is going to really turbocharge your development, and that is the use case here. And now let's download the model. You can use this Hugging Face Hub, and the model is being downloaded. Model is downloaded. Now let's load it onto our GPU. Model is loaded. Let me show you my VRAM consumption. So just close to 16 gig of VRAM it needs. Okay, let's move forward and let me show you a very quick example first. So this is the inference code. Let me just scroll up to show you what is happening here. If you look at this prompt, it has three parts as I mentioned earlier. There is a suffix which comes after the editable region. This is the save method which already uses a correct name user profile, and then there is a prefix that contains two things: the edit history as a git diff showing the rename from user record to user profile, as you can see here, and the surrounding file context. Then the editable region marked with those git conflict markers, which contains the load function with the stale user record type, annotation, and the cursor position marked explicitly. The model sees all of this and fills in the middle. That is the beauty of it. So you see this is a fim middle which model needs to fit. Then we are passing this input to the model. The model is generating the output and then we are getting it back. Let me run it. I'm running it and there you go. The model is very quick. Now look at the output. The output is that the actual prediction is exactly what we wanted. The model saw the edit history, understood that user record was renamed to user profile, looked at the stale function signature and rewrote it correctly. The user profile in user profile out. The updated marker closes the region exactly as the format specifies, and the end of sentence token signals the model is done. So once the change is detected, the correct fix predicted. No chat prompt, no instruction, no question asked. That's Zeta-2 doing exactly one thing and doing it right. Let me show you another example. Okay, just to explain the concept more clearly, look at this example. We are going to give this model a simple Python file. We renamed a variable from greeting to simple message here. And then what happened was one line didn't get updated, which is print greeting is still using the old name, right? So we feed the model three things: the edit history showing the rename, the surrounding code for context, and the stale line with cursor sitting on it. The model looks at all of that and predicts print message, correct name, no instruction, no chat prompt. It just reads the edit history and figured out what needed fixing. So red line in, green line out. That's Zeta-2. So I hope that makes it clearer. Let me quickly show you one more final example. So this is the Rust example. We renamed a struct field from timeout to timeout underscore ms. The described method was still using the old name, which is self.timeout. That's the stale reference. We fed the model the edit history, showing that rename, the surrounding struct definition, and the stale function with the cursor inside it. The model predicted the correct method body with self.timeout underscore ms in place. Exactly right, no instruction needed. If you still don't understand, let me quickly do the same thing in a print statement and we will check out the color coded one, which makes it slightly easier in IPython. So look again, input and output. Green background is correct code. Either the suffix the model used as a reference or the predicted output, whereas the red background is the stale code that needed fixing. The diff lines in the edit history follow the same conversation and convention. Red line is what was removed, green line sorry, green line is what replaced it. That is the whole story going on here. So that's it. The Z2 for you. It is small, focused, and runs entirely locally, as you just saw. And we already have seen lots of examples. If you found this useful, hit that like and subscribe button and become a member. Maybe also hype the video. Up to you, please. And please also follow me on X if you are looking for AI updates. Thank you for all the support.